Welcome to Introduction to Java Programming. In today's episode, we'll look at the loops. So, sleeping is a state we keep until there is a night outside. So, we keep sleeping. Here we can see we keep sleeping until there is a daylight. Another example is keep brushing for 2 minutes. So, we keep moving the brush up and down until there are 2 minutes. So, we might do this several times, maybe 20-30 times, but our condition is 2 minutes. Here we keep brushing again and again and again and again until 2 minutes are met. Another example is count 1 to 5. So we are counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the repetition. Another example could be reading a book from 11 to 20, from page 11 to 20. So we read the page, again we read the page, again we read the page. So reading page is one instruction, that's one command, or it could be multiple things like read the page and turn over, read the page and turn over. These are two commands. So it could be any number of commands which are repeated again and again. So loop basically means run same instruction again and again, and it could be more than one instructions. Okay, so let's look at the example of the punishment. So if you making noise in the class or you yell at somebody, so the teacher says keep saying I'm sorry until or while students are in the class. So that's your punishment, and you have to repeat I am sorry, and we can see there are students in the class. Then you'd say I'm sorry, and until all the students are out of the class. As soon as there's no student in the class, your punishment ends. So you were repeating an action again and again. So here is another perspective to look at this thing. So we start, and then first we check if there are students in the class. If that's true, then we say I'm sorry, and then we again check the condition. So we are keep checking the condition uh, until there are no student in class, and then we will simply terminate the program. Infinite loop or infinite loop is where there's no termination condition. Like this example, it will run instruction again. It will never terminate. Like the earth is spinning or rotating around the sun, or any movement which is, or anything which is infinitely going on, because there's no termination condition. Or maybe some object moving in the space where there is no friction, nothing, so it will keep moving forever until there are certain condition or exceptions. So we that's why we added this termination condition. The loop will terminate basically if that condition does not matter anymore. Like if there are no student in the class, so this loop will terminate and end the program. Otherwise, it will keep repeating itself again and again. So if we look at the code, while is basically syntax, and then there is this bracket and this bracket, and in between we just write the condition, whatever the condition is. If that's true, it will run the code like this: system.out.println I'm sorry. So if there are any student in the class, that's how the code will know. It can't look at the class, so we have to create some variable. But what is student? So that might be error when we compile this program. So we need to initialize the student variable, and that will help our loop. Like if here we know that we had 6 students in the class, so we initialize student variable with 6, then we check the condition, and then we print the message. But this loop will keep running forever, because there's no way the student variable is getting updated. Like if there are any sensors or image recognition which can detect the students in the class, there is no such way. So that's why this loop will keep running. But here for simplicity, we will update the state of the student variable by decrementing by 1. So every time this block of code will run, it will print the message and decrement the value, and it will keep repeating until the value of the student is 0. So now we look at the code again. In a way, we start, then we initialize, then we check the condition, then we execute the block of code, and then we if the condition is not met, then we terminate the loop. So that's how we look at this is the initialization. Here we are checking the condition, and this gray box is basically a block of code which can consist of one, two, or many instructions. So here first it print the message, and then it decrements the value by 1. So it will keep repeating until the student until this condition is not met, and when it won't met, when the student value is 0. So 0 is greater than 0, no it is not. So this loop will break here, and then it will run the next instruction, or if this was the last instruction, then the program will terminate. That's what is explained in this diagram. So types of loop, there are two basic types of loop, conditional loop and counter loop. I will explain the example. Uh, while state is play and not the end of playlist, play media. So it will keep playing the media until this condition is true, which is the state is play, like on cassette player or on the YouTube or something like that, and the playlist is not at the end, so there are still songs or whatever you have in the list, so this will keep playing. Condition could be anything, it's like the if condition, so you can have any boolean expression here. So another example could be while pedal is pressed. So there is a pedal down in the car which we press to accelerate the car, which will increase the speed we will drive. So the car keep accelerating until that pedal is pressed. So as soon as we release the pedal, the acceleration will stop decreasing, or it will stop the car. Another example could be a lamp which has a sensor which detect the sunlight. If there is a sunlight, it keep the lamp off, and as soon as the sunlight is gone, it detect like there is no sunlight anymore, it will turn on the lamp, and it will keep the lamp on as soon as the sunlight appears. Okay, so counter loop are very simple. So basically, instead of conditions, they mostly rely on counting something or based on some calculation. So count down from 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drive till 6 kilometer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From second floor go to third floor, or from second floor go to 3 floor up. So here we are. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. So that's all based on the counting. So what is life? Life is a loop. We keep living every moment we are living, and time is variable. So our is increasing while we are alive. So the condition of the life is being alive. As soon as this condition is not met anymore, we are dead. Then the increment in our age variable is stopped. So these are a couple of examples. Thank you so much. I hope you liked the video. Please like, share, subscribe, and also share on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn account. And tell me in comment below which example you like the most. Thank you. Take care. Bye.